Welcome back, guys, to Eastern Michigan Dynasty, and here in week number 5, the shocking 3-1 Eastern Michigan Eagles will go on the road to play Georgia State. Similar overalls as they sit at 2-1 on the season, as our offense and their defense are just flipped backwards. They're better defensively, we're better offensively, led by sophomore quarterback Chase Stuckey, who has 10 touchdowns on the season, over 1,000 yards since taking over midway through week 1. And since week 1, we are on a 3-game winning streak after getting absolutely blown out by San Jose State. This Eastern Michigan team, coached by Coach Paul, completely turned around, but DJ Riles, an 83 overall receiver, looking to take advantage of a questionable secondary here, as Hendricks had his way last week with 3 touchdowns, I believe. But we were able to defeat Ohio, as Tillery, with his first carry of the game, goes for 7. 2nd and 3 now from the 28 as they go back to the run. A great cutback. Shedding tackle after tackle. Another one. Finally brought down at the 31. Tillery. Dragging defenders. And a minute into the game, they are on our territory already. As now Tillery in motion. As Lee from the inside nearly picked. Price deflects that one down. One of our best players having a very good season from the slot deflects that one down. As Norman coming down the lane, the Wood. He's had a questionable season after the first couple weeks, but really starting to turn it on here late, or midway through this season, as Holiday, with some immediate pressure, forces a throwaway, and the defense stands strong. A great inside move from Holiday, gets home and forces a quick throwaway. As this one's going to be up, and it is good right down the middle. Georgia State with a 3-0 lead to begin the game. As Brown got a fair catch this one in the end zone after coming off of a 3-touchdown performance last week. Jalen Jones and DJ Riles. Already talked a little bit about DJ. Jalen Jones, one of the best cornerbacks on this Georgia State team and in the Sun Belt Conference. As Eastern Michigan starts off with a pass, Quinn with a good juke move, able to get down to the 39 and pick up 14. Had 5 catches last week. Got to see a lot better hands this week from the receivers, as 9 drops last week. This one goes for 7. As Mays met in the backfield, nothing for him. 3rd and 6 now from the 43. An empty look here. Stuckey all alone back there. And a bad read, as the tight end was wide open, and Stuckey tries to force it as Josiah Robinson comes away with an interception. And now Georgia State threatening to take a two-score lead here, as I completely Stevie wondered that throw. Meant to throw it to the tight end. Threw it to Deion Brown. 2nd and 6 now for Georgia State. And here comes some immediate pressure. Don't know how he got that one away. 3rd and 6 now from the 19. As Georgia State does drop back the pass. Going deep into the end zone. Touchdown! What a throw! P.D. Tucker. We are going to throw the flag. Don't know if he got that foot down. And we'll see if he did. Just barely on the green. And he's able to get into the end zone for a 19-yard touchdown, taking a 2-score lead. As Georgia State coming off hot in this one. As Brown back to return this one, and he will bring it out the end zone. Tried to use his blocker. Wasn't able to, though. The offense will begin at the 16. Stuckey doesn't make a lot of boneheaded plays, but that one, not his best work, as Mays able to get 6. 2nd and 4 now from the 22, midway through this first quarter, as a diving play to flex that one down. As this Georgia State team playing very well to begin this game here. As a blown coverage, and Deion Brown is down to the 42. 37 yards for the junior running back. As he drops back to pass, throws that one into the dirt with heavy pressure in his face. Possibly coming back down to earth is the sophomore quarterback. But Mays able to pick up 4. Will be a 3rd and medium here, with 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. As he hits Woods. Having trouble with his hands, but in open field is a demon. There's a 20-yard pickup for him there. Gets us inside the 20 and inside the red zone. As Deion Brown gets another 8. Gets us inside the 10. 2nd and 2 now from the 10. Trying to make it a 1-score game as Mays coming in motion. As just into the dirt the ball goes. Trying to release it before getting hit. Does not happen. Brings up 3rd and 2 from the 10. Mays going in motion yet again. Heavy pressure from this Georgia State defensive line. Forces back-to-back incompletions and forces Eastern Michigan to take a field goal. Going down 7 here. With a minute 54 in this first quarter. They get him down at the 28-yard line. Offense gets on the board, but only 3. Still a 7-point ball game. As they go with that run, Tillery getting past multiple defenders again, and he's near 100 on the game. Struggling to bring down the big back. Now 1st and 10 from the 39. As they go with an RPO here, Riles able to get to the 25. And this offense for Georgia State moving with ease right now. 1st and 10. Looking to take a 2-score lead again. And Riles underneath for back-to-back catches. This time gets him to the 11-yard line. Underneath again, and nearly in the end zone. First and goal from the 1. A QB power up the middle, touchdown Georgia State. Ragland having his way with its defense so far. Up 17-3 to end the first. As Brown will fair catch it in the end zone. We'll have one more play of this first quarter action. As neither side for Eastern Michigan really helping each other out. overthrown. That's exactly how that first quarter has gone. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 25. See if the offense can move a little bit more. Mays with a good run of 6. Using his blockers wisely. Sets up 3rd and 4. This time Stuckey throws it into the dirt. Hoffman had great positioning. And that interception is really looking to affect him. They get him down at the 38-yard line. And now Georgia State looking to go up 3 scores I should say. Finally getting Tillery down before a gain. Back to the line of scrimmage he goes. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 39. An empty look here for the offense. What a catch! Price all over it. 1st and 10 from the 49. An amazing catch. And a screenplay. Marshall with a big hit. Second and 7 from the 48. They come with a blitz here. And down he goes. Zach Nelson. Believe it's his 2nd of the season. And sets up a 3rd and medium. And here comes some more pressure. And they get home. Lee with a sack. Believe it's also his 2nd of the season. And the defense does its job, gets him off the field. And a fair catch from Jackson at the 24. This offense got to get something going here. 1st and 10. Stuckey, another bad throw. 3 for 11 with an interception. He is completing the ball at a very high rate so far this season. Unlike him, we'll be faced with another 3rd and medium here from the 29. Another overthrow. Stuckey is feeling the effects here. That time had a clean pocket. Just couldn't complete the ball. Is now halfway through this 2nd quarter. Eastern Michigan looking desperate out here. 1st and 10. A broken tackle. Another broken tackle. Finally brought down by 2 defenders at the 29. Ragland and Tillery destroying this defense. Marshall laying out Tillery though. Almost at 100 yards on the game. 2nd and 6 from the 25. 3:30 to go here. Here comes some heavy pressure up the middle. Jamerson gets home for his 1st sack of the game. The freshman linebacker with a nice blitz. Brings up 3rd and 13. Got to get them in the field goal range. But avoids a touchdown here. Got to be a 20-3 ball game. With about 2 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. As the offense stalling out. Drive after drive. Stuckey's got to get it together here. Need some points before halftime. First and 10 from the 25. We go with a tight formation here. As Hoffman gets one on the money. Drops it. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Calling everything they can to help out Stuckey. As Dion Brown takes the screen for a first down, and that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. An ugly, ugly game so far from Eastern Michigan, coming out very flat, but have a chance to turn it around here. As it goes underneath, Zimmerman able to hang on to that, get to the 45, and a good throw under pressure from Stuckey. That one goes for 19. Underneath again, Zimmerman hit right in the chest, and Stuckey not having a great game, but that one was a good throw. Brings up 2nd and 10 now from the 45. Hit from behind, incomplete after incomplete. 3rd and 10 now from the 45. An empty look here with 1:28. Stuckey using his legs. Not a first. And the offense got to remain on the field here. 4th and inches. 50 seconds left and ticking. Dion Brown with a good run down to the 26-yard line. They go with a play action fake here. Just don't know what's going on with Stuckey here. An incompletion brings up 2nd and 10. He's taking a couple of hits, and now Hoffman drops one straight into the defender's hands. Wilkins able to bring down Josiah with his 2nd interception of the game. That one's not on Stuckey. Here comes some pressure as he throws this one deep. Jamerson beat Georgia State down to the 25 now. 1st and 10. Jamerson slams him into the ground. The frustration starting to show for some of these players. 2nd and 4 from the 19. Price out of position, down to the 1. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. And Tillery hit hard. Gonna be short. Only one timeout remaining for Georgia State. And he's gonna be short again. Timeout called with 11 seconds left at the 1. Possibly what the defense needs to give him some momentum. 3rd and goal. They drop back the pass. Incomplete. Overthrown. Looked like a throwaway almost. And they will settle for 3. As they do take a 20-point lead now, right before halftime. As Dion Brown will have a chance to return this one. As he's tripped up by his own player. We'll just hand the ball off once. Take it into halftime. Goes for 9, but nothing more. This offense, both sides of the ball are going to have to figure it out. First, the offense gets a chance here. Jackson Anderson will return this one. Only able to get to the 16. A bad block attempt there. But we'll see this offense back out on the field here. See if Stuckey able to figure it out here in the second half. That one goes for a gain of 5 from Brown. Having another solid game. 2nd and 5 from the 21. Quinn coming in motion. As Quinn maneuvering his way down to the 39. A good catch and run there from Quinn, and a great block. Sets up 1st and 10 from the 39. Hoffman with his 3rd drop of the game. Second and 10 now from the 39, and if he drops another, he's going to have to get benched. Brown able to turn nothing into something there with a gain of 6. Third and 4 from the 45, down 20 points. Quinn with a first down. Has been Mr. Reliable here with Deion Brown so far in this one. As Stuckey just out of rhythm. Don't know if it's going to get better for him in this game. 8 of 24. Second and 10 now. And here comes some pressure. Back underneath Quinn. Able to hang on to that one. Get about 9.5. Nearly another first down. Mays is the back here on 3rd and inches. Able to pick up the first to the 36. Moving quickly here. They're probably going to have to move quick the rest of the game. Hoffman in and out of their hands. That one was a little bit of a tougher catch. Still no excuse. Got to hang on to the football. Second and 10 now from the 36. Brown only able to get 2. No blocking for him there. 3rd and 8. Taking up a decent amount of time here. Overthrown again! And the offense is going to have to remain out there. As the lead for Georgia State starting to get too big to come back from. 4th and 8 now from the 34. As Stuckey might have just ended this one with another throw into the dirt. No clue what's going on. Terrell pushes him out at the 48, and everything just going Georgia State's way this game. Marshall able to drag him down at the 34, and Tillery over 100 on the game. 1st and 10 from the 34. Tillery with another big run. Gets inside the red zone, down at the 16. Big play after big play for this Georgia State team, and Eastern Michigan might be back to reality. A forced fumble there, though, gives them a little bit of hope. Jamerson forces it with his 8th tackle of the game. Now Stuckey back on the field with the offense. As can't get it over the linebacker. If he did, a ton of running room, but Wilson with a good deflection brings up 2nd and 10. Still hasn't been able to shake that first interception. Another awful throw. And he might have to get pulled. 3rd and 10 from the 6. As this one hits Wood in the chest, and that goes for a first down. 1st and 10 from the 19. On the run, completely sails it. Incomplete again. 2nd and 10, and Stuckey. Don't think he's going to figure it out this game. As that one to Hoffman. Finally hangs on to it, down to the 40. His first catch after 3 drops. Has the offense moving a little bit. As Quinn finally gets one on the money. Down to the 32. His 5th catch of the game. Some of the backups in on this play here. A risky pass there, but gotta take some with being down so much. 2nd and 10 from the 32 now. Here comes the blitz. Had Mays one-on-one. Liked his chances there. Falls incomplete. 3rd and 10 now from the 32. An awful throw. Leads to another interception. And that one should wrap it up. Even with a quarter to go, down 20 points. Stuckey not able to get anything going for this offense. As now over 125 yards on the ground here for Georgia State. The receiver coming in motion. As nobody follows. As Price can't bring him down. Tripped up. Riles into the end zone. Georgia State putting this one away. A 30-3 ball game with 15 seconds to go here in the 3rd. As Eastern Michigan completely flat here. Stuckey never got into a rhythm. And the inexperience here from the quarterback starting the show. Win. Another good catch there. Goes for a gain of 6, and they're hurrying back to the line. Should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Stuckey scrambling. Does fumble, but goes out. That will end the 3rd. A 27-point lead for Georgia State. Not looking great here for Eastern Michigan. As that one's on the money, Zimmerman down to the 37. Need more passes like that from Stuckey to make this score look a little bit closer at least. Sails another easy pass. Zimmerman falls incomplete. And they're not getting a ton of pressure on Stuckey either. Wish Zimmerman kept running on that one. Had a lot of room. But goes for a gain of 6. Hits him in the chest there. 3rd and 4 from the 31. As he beats him off the line. Woods into the end zone. As Eastern Michigan with their first touchdown of the game. Comes in the 4th quarter with 7 minutes to go. They do go with an onside kick here. Recovered though at the 39. It is drilled. But Georgia State winning the turnover battle. And just hitting explosive play after explosive play. And here's another. Goes for 11 on the ground. And Tillery up to 135 yards. As Jamerson with a good tackle there. One of the only players playing well this game. He is leading this team in tackles. As a running back in motion. Tillery underneath. Gained 6. As Georgia State looking to tack on some more here. 3rd and 3 from the 21-yard line. As hit hard. Gonna be short of the line to gain is Tucker. But they do tack on 3 more due to the short field position. As now a 33-10 ball game. An ugly performance here by this Eastern Michigan defense and offense. Offense gonna give it everything they got though. As Stuckey back out for another drive here. And some pressure there in on the play. Loses 4 on the scramble. 2nd and 14 now from the 21. Zimmerman underneath breaks the first one, able to get 10 out of it. 3rd and 4 now from the 31. 4 down territory here. Stuckey is down. 2 sacks allowed this drive. The pressure has got to him here. 4th and 7 now from the 28. Great throw under pressure though. Down to the 50. Where was this Stuckey all game? 1st and 10 now. Hurrying to the line of scrimmage. As Hoffman, open deep, down to the 2. First and goal from the 2-yard line. Mays is in. Another touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And don't call the comeback just quite yet, with just under 3 minutes to go. Stuckey takes off. And he gets in for the 2-point conversion. Going with another onside here. Drilled at the 38. But recovered by Georgia State here. And they're going to need this defense to learn to tackle quickly. Norman able to slow him up, but a big chunk play will finish this one off. A valiant effort here at the end. If only the offense played like this all game. 2-minute warning approaches. Georgia State could ice this with a touchdown. And they nearly do. 2nd and goal from the 1. As Tillery stood up. And now a timeout called by Eastern Michigan. As Staley, screaming off the edge, gets a hold of Tillery but can't bring him down with an arm tackle. Touchdown, Georgia State. It was going to be very difficult to win it. But Georgia State now completes the victory as Jackson Anderson back to return this one. He brings it to the 17. 1st and 10, 1 minute and 11 seconds left. Stuckey just trying to stat pad at this point. Make his stats look better, and that is not going to help him. Incomplete. That one goes. 2nd and 10 now with 1 minute and 7 left. Clean pockets for Stuckey majority of the game. As this one, corner out, Wilkins. Big catch. Nice throw there. That one goes for 29. As an awful throw. And that's going to do it. Stuckey laying the hit. Maxey with a great play to jump it. Read it perfectly. And another interception by Stuckey will do it in a embarrassing loss here on the road. 15 in the 4th. 3 the rest of the game. It's Stuckey 20 of 48, 383 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. Mays with a touchdown on the ground. Saw the game from Deion Brown. Quinn, 7 catches, 106 yards, 4 drops from Hoffman. Just not good enough as Wood with a touchdown. Only 2 sacks allowed. Not a lot. Jamerson with 16 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and a sack from him. 3 sacks on the game from the defense. Couple passes deflected. A forced fumble from Jamerson. Great game from him, but an awful game for everybody else as we lose big. Fall to 3-2 on the year. Have a bye, then into MAC conference play yet again. And I'll see y'all then. Peace.